Okay, hello everyone. So today I'll be doing a review video for the IJN Mogami. This is a heavy cruiser for War Thunder naval battles. So this heavy cruiser costs about 690 silver lions and 270,000 research points. So this is a level 4 ship, as you can see right here. And the ship that came before it was the IJN Suzuya, which is right there. And the repair cost for this ship is quite high at 37,396 silver lions. It costs more than the repair cost for the Suzuya, which is at 35,348 silver lions. So this is the same as the Suzuya except for the guns. Excuse me. The guns for the Suzuya are 15. These are 155mm or 6-inch guns, having a rate of fire of 6 rounds per minute per gun. The Mogami has 10 8-inch guns, or 200. I think these are 203mm howitzers, which is a much better gun at a rate of fire of 5 rounds per minute. So this is 1 round per minute slower per gun than the Suzuya. But I prefer to have these larger howitzers versus the small howitzer, this 155mm or 6-inch. The guns have a pretty good rate of fire for an 8-inch howitzer. So let's take a look at this one. This one has the same gun, the IJN. It's called a Furutaka. And this is the layout of the ship. And like all ships, or most ships, the fuel and ammunition is below the water line, which is a good thing. This is an ammo elevator. There's an ammo elevator for each gun, so the ammunition is sent from here to there, basically, with some kind of a conveyor belt elevator system. And this thing has 8 5-inch howitzers at has a pretty high rate of fire, 14 rounds per minute first stage. Second stage is slower at 8 rounds per minute. So there's 50 in the magazine, so after 50 is expended, you've got to wait until the 50 is loaded to get 14 rounds per minute, basically. So this is your secondary weapon. The anti-aircraft guns on this thing is not adequate. There's only like I think 8 25mm Type 96 automatic cannons. And there's also, I think there's 4. Let me see exactly. No, actually there's, yes, 2 turrets of 2 guns for 13.2mm machine guns. So that's 8 13.2mm heavy anti-aircraft machine guns, 4 turrets of 25mm auto cannons, so with 2 guns each, so that's 8 guns. So you have about a total of 10 anti-aircraft guns, which is not enough to protect a ship like this. Should have added more AA guns. However, the 5-inch guns can also be used as anti-aircraft guns because they have a very high elevation angle, -7 degrees and +90 degrees, so you can aim straight up with these. Those can also be used as an anti-aircraft gun, as long as you use the right shells. You need to use these types of shells. They're called HETF shells. Basically, delayed fuse shells. Basically, they explode near the target and send shrapnel to the aircraft. But in order to use it, you have to have effectively, you have to have a crew that could utilize it. So you have to really research distance fuse set accuracy if you want to use time delay fuse rounds to shoot down aircraft, or it's not going to be very effective. So this has 3 seaplanes on it, but you can't use seaplanes in War Thunder. And the seaplanes are used for a number of things. I think they're mostly used for spotting out targets, kind of like for reconnaissance. They could also be used in night battles by carrying flares and putting flares in the air so the people in the ship could see the enemy ships. So the 13.2mm turrets are here. And as you can see, there's 2 of them. So there's 2 anti-aircraft guns here, 2 turrets, and the other 2 are here. The other 2 are on the other side. The main weapons for this ship would be the long lance torpedoes, the Type 93 long lance, and they're located near the rear of the ship. So as you can see, there's 2 here on one side, 2 turrets with 3 blue tubes. That's 6 tubes, 2 turrets, 2 launchers with extra torpedoes. And you have the same on the other side. So you have 12 torpedoes on one side and 12 torpedoes on the other side. So now let's play a mission and see how this ship performs. As for my ship, I haven't modified everything. I'm researching the engine right now, and after I get these 3, my ship would be fully upgraded. I think I also want to research this for shooting down aircraft. I think this is better. This has a better penetration. So let's play a game. So yeah, as for the armor of this ship, it does have pretty thick armor for a heavy cruiser. But most of the armor is concentrated near the middle part of the ship, like right here. I think you could take a torpedo if you got hit right there in the middle, but there's no armor near the edges of the ship like the back and all the way in the front. So all the protection is here, and most of the fuel and ammunition is there too, near the middle of the ship. Let's play another mission. Okay, now let's play a mission. So I'll be using high explosive, actually APHEs, high explosive rounds. About 4 of these Mogami class ships were produced, I think from the late 1920s to I think up until the 1930s. These were designated to be heavy cruisers, having a weight of about 15,000 tons. The best weapons on this ship would be the torpedoes, and the way that I use it is I use it in pretty much the same way as the Suzuya. So since these fire from the rear, I just move back like this, fire my torpedoes as I move away from my targets. I'm just having a much better primary armaments, especially for the naval guns. I pretty much use the naval guns as the main weapon system for this ship. This ship has pretty good armor as well. Oops, can't hit there. There's land. The problem with this ship is that it's very long, so it's very vulnerable to torpedo attacks. Torpedoes are going to be very effective there because there's not a dense concentration of ships, and these torpedoes aren't guided or homing torpedoes, so not very effective there. So I'm just going to go after them with my guns. The good thing about this ship is that you got 3 turrets in the front, which enables you to engage targets moving in this position. Here, moving forward towards your enemy. And this makes you less vulnerable to torpedo attacks. There are good points of using your broadsides, especially when you want to have all your guns bearing on a target, but that does make you vulnerable to torpedo attacks. It doesn't take a lot of torpedoes to knock out a ship like this. That cruiser isn't going to be much of a threat to me. I think that's a light, a level 3 cruiser. you're closing in on a target, you gotta aim a little bit more. You gotta aim lower. Windage seems to be right. A little more to the left. Lower against fire. Try to hit this guy. See a battleship or anything like that, just run away from it. There's no way you're gonna be able to take it out unless you have a, or just fire your torpedoes at it from long range. To high explosive. Yeah, that would have better effect. Let's try to target that destroyer. Unless you got battleship guns, then it wouldn't take any time. Just one or two shells from a battleship should be able to sink most vessels. As far as the next Sabo torpedoes, these folks. Going down. He's dead.
The enemy is winning.
Derek is coming after me. windage is right, the elevation is alright. Better aim higher. That wasn't very good. Lost. Okay, let's play another mission. So, I have a mix of 8 PHE, or high armor piercing high explosives, and high explosive ammo for the 203 millimeter or 8-inch guns. So I put more armor piercing rounds in here than HE. Well, let's start. So for this environment, this would be ideal for torpedoes because there's no obstructions in this map. So I'm not going to shoot that much. I'm just going to launch torpedoes here. So I got 24 long lance torpedoes. I'm just going to have a field day here knocking out ships. Of course, I have to worry about getting hit by torpedoes also, because the other side would also be launching lots of torpedoes at my side. In this game, you should always like use your binoculars and see what's out there. Look for like streaks across the water that would indicate torpedoes are being launched at you or something, coming towards your direction. elevation is right. That's close. Not quite. I'm moving away from the target, as you can see, so I have to compensate for that by adjusting my elevation.
Attention to the designated grid zone.
That was a good hit. Okay, now let's launch some torpedoes at these guys. And why not? Let's shoot at them as well.
A little more effort and victory will be ours.
Yeah, I can see my torpedoes streaking towards them. Okay, let's get closer to where my allies are at. I don't want to be isolated.
Just keep it up and victory will be ours. The enemy ship sank.
Okay, that was a torpedo hit. I'm gonna have to adjust my trajectory or movement. That's good. You always want to constantly move so you don't get hit. good. I'm gonna fire the remaining. Just use my smoke screen to like lay some cover. Good thing there's no battleships in this game. I mean, in this battle. Battleships are nasty, especially when you don't have one. The only way to take them out with a lesser ship is with torpedoes. And battleships can take torpedoes. They can take a couple of torpedoes before they go down. Battleships are usually pretty slow, so if you fire enough torpedoes, you'll hit them. Okay, let's target this guy. I want to see where the point of impact is for the rounds. Got about the right trajectory. Let's see. A little bit more to the right. I think a little bit higher, yeah. So I want to hit the middle of the ship. Good hit. I think he's slowing down, so I better aim more to the left. He's taken out. Good. Just gonna scan the sea to see if there's any torpedoes coming at me. Nothing. If you want to engage ships which are lesser to you, like first tier cruisers or destroyers or whatever, just attack them like this, just head on. It's the best way to take them out.
Victory is close.
If you could use your seaplanes, that would be nice, because you could they could radio you and tell you where the torpedoes are coming from, so you could take the right course of action for your ship and avoid getting hit by torpedoes. I don't know if these scout planes are armed or not. They may carry 50 or 60 kilogram bombs, but I don't think they'd be very effective against bombers. They'd just be good as reconnaissance seaplanes, basically. Okay, let's just spread the torpedoes against these guys. There seems to be a large concentration here. Airplane. The biggest threat are airplanes, aircraft. The way you could avoid getting destroyed by aircraft like that is by, I think he's coming after me. Oh, shoot. Damn, I got hit pretty hard there. That must be a revenge attack for me taking him out earlier or something.
We're sinking.
I only have one AA gun. Pathetic. Okay, that's it. Okay, that was a pretty good mission. I didn't get sunk. The match ended before that happened. My thoughts about this ship. What do I think about it? I think it's a pretty good heavy cruiser. This is in the same class as the Suzuya and also the Mikumi. They're all the same Mogami class cruisers, except for the Mikumi and the Suzuya. They have 6-inch guns, 15 of them, and the Mogami has 10 8-inch guns. That's the only difference. Everything else is the same. The weight is the same at 15,091 tons. Same thing for the Suzuya at 15,091 tons. The Mikumi also has, it's a little bit heavier at 15,057 tons. But it's almost the same. The Mikumi is the same as the Suzuya, basically. Except it costs a lot less to repair in this game. At 10,000, at 6,900, but you have to pay 8,020 gold talents to get it. So you're just paying up front for this. For this, the repair cost is just too much. For this and the Mogami and the Suzuya, it's too much money. Compare that to 18,525 for the Furutuka and 21,020 for the IJN Tone. Even the battleship is less expensive. The Setsuya is at 32,420 repair costs. The Hyuga is a battleship, 38,780 silver lion. So this is quite an expensive ship to use. If you lose it, it's going to cost you a lot. That's the only drawback of using this ship. Other than that, it's a pretty good ship, I think. So anyways, thanks for watching my Ace 1000 KS 1975 signing out.